now let's talk about one. Now here we are going to talk about something simple. We're going to talk about if statement, okay, conditional statement. Now we call them control flow. Okay, so it's a way of what dealing with numbers. But what if that is that it execute a code, this is a block of code. Okay, use a block of code. It's very simple to do if statement. So let's say you have a routine that you do. If you wake up early morning, you will do this. Then apart from that, when I'm done with that, I will do that. So that's how it's a condition if statement. So you want to look through the situation, and whatever you do, you didn't print out. So very simple. This is how it goes. So you go with the let, or you can say constant. Okay, so let's see. What it does is that we first could create a value. Okay, so let's say count size, and size is equal to, let's say, 20. Okay, so now here I'll start with what? The if statement with a bracket. Okay, so the condition is going to the value. What it does is that it takes what the number here. So the number here, it takes a number here. So the number that it takes, or the value, it takes a value. Let me put a value. So a value, it takes a value here. A value, then it has a block, a code, where you guys will write a code for it to be executed. So this is being written. So the if comes here, then the value. So the value is the one that's been defined here, and here is the message I want to pass on it. Okay, so now one at a time. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so let's continue with this one. Now this is how it works. So I'm going to take it off. If size, so you take size, right? Now here, so hit enter. Now the if here, so if size 5, so we are going to do something. So whatever if size, whatever the size is, so the element comes here. Okay, so if size, right? So it's a conditional statement if. Okay, so if size equals, let me see, equals 20. Okay, now let's see, console dot log. Let's see. Maybe this one works. Okay, so we are right. So why? Because we are right. So here it takes a size. So we are comparing, making a decision here, as we did without how call it the comparison. So this is how it works. So we first created a const here. Size equals 20. Okay, then the if. So the if is going to check through this value. If the value that has been assigned here is equal to this, then it's a consider that you are right. Now look at something here. Look at what we have. The code is not going to go. It's not even mind, because what is within this one. It checks size equals that. Size wasn't equal to that, so it doesn't print anything. Okay. Now let's reduce it back to the normal size. So now we have said you are right. So what basically what this one is doing here is that we first created on the cons, we created the size here, then we assign what a value to the size. Are you okay? Then we say that if the size of this, if the size is equal to, then you are right. Are you okay? We can, it's not only, you can only compare, you can do this one and something, and let's see if something will work. Now you see nothing is working here. Okay, because you have to have true value and compare whatever it is. See, okay, so this one is not working. So I will work with that one. So we are going to only compare with what this one here. And you're right. Now look at what is happening here. Let me see if I still have time to continue. Okay, I have some free time. So here, now see when I change the code a little bit, so the thing is being stopped. It doesn't know, it can't continue because there's no further stuff to go about it. Okay. So the if statement ends here. So when the value is more than that, it doesn't know what to do. So it ends here. It's waiting for us program to use it. So since this and the size is equal to that, it's going to be true. Now let me look at something. Let's take this and look at something that is going to print. Okay, so we're going to work on that and see how this will work. Okay, okay, what it does, it is what a comparison what is statistic. Now in case that I want to add something, so now if let's assume that if this isn't true, then else, so we got is the word as if, let's say, let me write it whether if this one also work as also dot log. So I was saying some as if it was something different. Let's see, we didn't get, we did not get it. Okay, now here what is going to happen, the first one is going to is, because this one is true, this is equal to that, so the first, this one is going to execute it and to stop. Okay, but in case that this one, the number is higher, let's increase to 50 and see the difference here. Now the one beneath is going to come. Okay, so else, if this one isn't true, then else, then you have to print console of this one out. But since the number here is higher than what you have, when the if is going to execute it, I mean that you didn't get it. So that's what we're going to print on the console. Okay, so that's how. So this is the if what else. So if one is not working, if one, the if statement, and so in the case that the other one was not working, that means that we were out of another expression for us to let me see. Okay, I have time of it. Okay, so this is how what if statement works. Okay, this is the if. Now let's look at something now. You see the first one is what is going to execute it, but when we did it earlier, it wasn't working. Okay, because here it takes what positive answer and makes it true. Why? This one is not equal to the size here, and the size that we are comparing is not equal to the size that is being defined here. So one that is compare the one that has been done here by the one that has been defined. Okay, so we are just doing the comparison here. Now let's look at something here. Less or equal to, and see what is going to happen. And then you are right. Okay, but it's not less or equal, because this one, the number here is less than the one here. Okay, so it's also the first one going to execute it. Now it's equal to, and this one, the second one isn't able to reflect because this one is less or equal to 20. So the number is the number. I'm out of time here.